I'd already dug up about a third of the row of potatoes and came out here to get the rest of them before it starts raining today and turning cold. Hey guys, Joe and I are headed out to eat dinner tonight. Our wedding anniversary was yesterday, but we were busy working around the house and didn't get a chance to celebrate. And I've decided I get to choose a place to eat, and Joe can choose a place to eat this week. And I think you're wanting Texas Roadhouse, aren't you?
Yeah, if it doesn't change.
We ate there last week, and he loved every bite of it. And we haven't been in a long time, and they just opened a new location in Johnson City, so we tried it out. We don't particularly care for the loud music. In there you can hardly talk because of the loud music, but Joe said I'll suffer through that loud music to get that quality of food, so I think he's ready to try it again, right?
Yeah.
So my choice is, and a viewer made me think of it today. We had a viewer send a note saying they'd like to see us do a video on Ridgewood barbecue. Well, we've not been there in a while, and I love Ridgewood barbecue, so that's my choice. So that's where we're going tonight, and hopefully it will be good. The last time we ate there, the food wasn't really that hot, and the service wasn't that great, which is unusual for Ridgewood, but we're going to try it again tonight, and we'll let you know what we think about it. And it has started raining, and it's not rained much today, but it's just lightly raining right now. But when we get there, we'll be back with you. So we have arrived, and it's still raining, so we're going to run in real quick. Hey, we made it back home from our dinner at Ridgewood Barbecue, and we're going to give you our honest review. And what we order, we order the same thing every time we go, because there's so much food that we just can't eat it all. So we learned to split it. So we order a pork barbecue sandwich and put slaw on it. And we order a salad with blue cheese dressing. They make the best blue cheese dressing in-house. We love their blue cheese. And we order an order of fries, and I like to order them extra crispy. And so we split all of that, and it's a lot of food, isn't it, honey?
Yeah, it has been.
So, like I said before, it's been a while since we've been there. And the last time we were there, we were disappointed because the food just wasn't fresh.
The birds and the fish and the bugs and stuff are all
well, when they brought our salad that time, they bring an extra bowl. And so when I took the salad bowl off to get the extra bowl underneath, there was a smashed dead fly in the bowl before. So we just had to send that back and get clean dishes. But anyway, tonight, we got there about 30 minutes before it was time for them to close. So that could be an issue too, because I have noticed in the past whenever we go close to closing time, the food's not fresh. So when we got there, it was 7. They closed at 7:30, and we got seated, but several waitresses was peeping back in the room that we were in, but nobody was coming back to take our order. So Joe finally gets up and goes out to the register to see if can someone take our order. So the lady came right back and said, well, she didn't know where that waitress went that was assigned to that section, but she'll go ahead and take our order. And the food came out pretty quick. The salad came first, and it was good. Now, mind you, I'm hungry because I've not eaten all day. I'm doing one meal a day. But the salad was good. The blue cheese didn't seem to be quite the same blue cheese as before. Did you think so?
I was so stunned by all of it that I couldn't talk about it. It was
But
more
Joe
than I could
always
handle.
loves the blue cheese. But, you know, the salad, I don't have any complaints about. The sandwich, and it was not hot. It was barely warm. The fries, they used to have the best hand-cut fries, and these were still hand-cut. I ordered extra crispy, and they were barely even done. They were kind of hard in the middle, weren't they?
Yeah, they were hard.
And so I went ahead and ate it. But when Joe got to his sandwich, he said, I can't eat this.
I can stand all I can stand. I can't stand no more.
So I had her take Joe's sandwich and fries back to heat it up.
Redo it, reheat it.
Yeah. So when she came back, she said, you know, I would have brought you fresh food if I could. And we're like, well, what do you mean by that? And she said, well, we close at 7:30, and they've already shut the grill down, and the fryer, it's all shut down. So I guess that's the reason why the food wasn't hot, and the fries weren't done enough. But anyway.
How about the potatoes?
That's what I said, the fries. They were not even done all the way. So Joe couldn't even eat his sandwich even after they heated it up.
Right.
So it was not a good experience tonight. So Marty, we're sorry. We wish we could have given you a better review on Ridgewood Barbecue. But we've noticed ever since the pandemic, the quality has not been like it used to be. So Joe says he's made his last trip. I won't say that I've made my last trip. I may give it one more chance, but I won't go when it's close to closing time to give a fair review. But, you know, 30 minutes before closing, I think they still should have their grill open and the fryer going to serve hot food. But they didn't. So that's our review. So when we left, Joe said, what I need is 2 Alka-Seltzers. Hey y'all, it's breakfast time for Joe, and he is stuck on this cheese-crusted omelet. I fill it with onions and peppers and cheese and pepperoni. That's what he likes. So what I've got in here is I put some melted butter in the skillet, scrambled 2 eggs with a little bit of milk in it, and poured it in, and put some salt and pepper. And I'm waiting for it to set, and once it sets, I'm going to sprinkle the top with this Colby Jack shredded cheese. So it's almost there. He's also wanting cheese grits, so I've got those cooking here in the pot. I've added the milk to it, but I'm waiting for it to absorb and get thick, and then I'll add the cheese. Okay, I'm going to put the cheese, now that it's set a little bit. I don't want to add the cheese too early because it will just melt into the egg, and I don't want it to do that. So, get a good coating on here. And wait just a few minutes and we'll flip it. Okay, it's time to flip it. The cheese is melted, so just flip it over. And now that cheese is just going to melt and brown on the bottom. So now I'm going to add the toppings. That's more cheese. I got some diced onion and bell pepper. You could saute this onion and pepper to soften it up a little bit, but Joe likes it just fine like this, so it just saves me an extra step. And now some pepperoni. And I'm probably going to have to put the phone down to do that. Okay, I've added the pepperoni and put more cheese on top of that. And it's time to add cheese to the grits. I'm using Colby Jack cheese. That's what I had open, but you can use any cheese that you like. Now let's flip this omelet over. And that's his toast that's ready. See how pretty and toasted that cheese is? I'll let it sit there a minute and flip it over again. Doesn't that look good? It's delicious, y'all. Okay, Joe's got his breakfast ready to eat. He's got cheese grits, the cheese-crusted omelet, piece of toast, and he smothered the omelet with his Trapeze Red Devil sauce. And he wants water kefir to drink. So I let him try it out and tell you how he likes it.
I think it's great.
He's had it every morning for about the past week, haven't you?
Yeah.
Every time I say, what do you want for breakfast? He says the same thing. He's just stuck on it.
So I'm going on and see what's going on, see if everything's okay now. It's good for you.
It is. It's good and filling. So last night we went to eat supper at Texas Roadhouse. That was Joe's choice to go eat for our anniversary week. And it was real good again last night. The steak and baked potato and salad. And we asked to be seated out on the patio. It's the enclosed patio, hoping that the music wouldn't be so loud out there. But the music was going. It wasn't quite as loud. We could at least hear each other talk. So I had the 6-ounce sirloin and steamed broccoli and a salad. Mine was all good except the broccoli was just overcooked. It was a little mushy. But we enjoyed it, didn't we, honey?
Mm-hmm.
We tried to vote on our way out, but the line was way out the door down the sidewalk, so we went on to eat and came back and stopped again, and it was the same situation. So we're going to try to go one morning this week to get our early voting in. Hope you all vote too.
I'll be voting.
Definitely. Well, now that I've got Joe fed his breakfast and he's settled down, so I'm going to go do some errands. Sorry about the sun. Went by a tree and it blocked it out. But I'm going to go do some errands, but first I'm going to go by and see the horses. I've got a couple of apples to give to them, and I made some sourdough bread, so I'm going to give that to the two families. So here we go, and I'll film when I get there so you can see how they're doing. I noticed on my way that I'm a little bit less than a quarter tank of gas, so I thought I'd better stop and get gas. So I'm filling up now. Okay, I've been loving on them, feeding them carrots and apples, and they're doing great. They're doing great, aren't you, Skipper? You're doing great. Yes, you are. Nico, you're doing great. Can't get his... He's trying to see if there's any feed in the bucket. You are a sweetheart. You got a horse in here by himself?
Yeah, he's in there. They each have their own little because in the picture.
Oh yeah, I see. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you. I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be back. Well, I just left the horses and they're doing good, and it makes my heart feel good to see them and to know that they're doing good. They are being loved, and the man's son is in nursing school, and he says that he just loves them too, and he's out there morning, noon, and night brushing on them and stuff, and they've really warmed up to the family, and there's just a lot of love going around there, so I'm happy, and it was so good to see.